Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 episode 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. So the ladies, they sit down for their first interview of the season and they discuss things that are going on, such as the pandemic, the murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, and how this has been affecting them. Cynthia, she was in LA once quarantine started, so she was out there with Mike, his daughters, Noelle. They were, quarantining together, and they decided they wanted to get out on the street and protest as well. Portia, she was out there protesting in Atlanta for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd as well. She ended up getting tear gas while peacefully protesting. And that's one of the things that annoyed me. Like, if we're peacefully protesting, we're just marching in the streets and we're not harming anybody, why are we being tear gas? That's just one of the things that I had an issue with. And I can say that Portia has come a long way, because a few years back she thought the Underground Railroad was an actual railroad, actual train, that somebody was a conductor and all those things. But I can say this about Portia, Yandy, and some other few whose name escapes me right now. They were out on the front line getting arrested in the name of Breonna Taylor, and they wasn't doing this for no photo op either. I seen some videos. This one lady stopped a man who was boarding up his building to get a hammer and nail, or whatever, not hammer and nail, but the gun, the nail gun, and pose and take a picture and then hand it back to him and hop in the car. Like, that stuff like that, like, really annoyed me. I'm like, first of all, you glammed up, so we already know you doing this for clout. Sit your tail down somewhere. There was people out there who actually lost their lives because they was out here protesting. Yeah, but seeing stuff like that and then people just doing it for a photo op was like really disgusting to me. Now, Cynthia has Candy and Marlo over in the front yard for, the lunch since she's been back into Atlanta. She was stuck, like I said, she was stuck in LA when the quarantine happened. Marlo, she is on her 6 feet apart. She got her thermometer, making sure your temperature is under 100. She has her measuring tape to make sure that we are 6 feet apart, because she is not taking any chances at all. I was like, I understand that, Marlo. Like, y'all, I don't know what was going through me the other day. I went to get my new eyeglasses. This is like not this past Saturday, but Saturday before that. I went and got my eyeglasses, and I needed to go run under Kroger. I took my mask off because as soon as I get in the car, I got to take it off. And I forgot to put it back on because it was raining. I was like, I want to get in and get out. And it wasn't until I was in the store and I realized I didn't have my mask. And I didn't want to run back to the car. And thankfully, the Starbucks inside of the Kroger had masks. They was giving out masks, so I'm up there having my coat over my mouth, like wanting people to just hurry up and get out of the way so I can put my mask on. So yeah, was given several masks, and I made several masks, and I need to make some more masks, and I need to get some more filters, but that's neither here nor there. They discuss how King is doing, and King, she don't seem to be doing too well. She seems like she's going through somewhat of depression. Like a slight depression. Like, we have the pandemic going on, being stuck in the house, eating everything in sight and gaining weight, and then she's dealing with Mark. He's been affected through the pandemic because he's a restaurant owner. So when she's trying to, just ask him simple questions like, how's your day going? He's snapping at her. Now, I thought that, I guess their relationship was doing better. And then the pandemic happened, and that, like, a lot of relationships, it has put a strain on them. It's like he's snapping at her when she's like coming to the room. He's not acknowledging her. He's acknowledging Brooklyn, and it's just like he's treating her like he does not really care. Now, y'all know Kenya is a strong opinionated woman, and I don't know what it is when it comes to Mark. She is a shell of a woman, and I don't like it. But she does go to a lawyer to see what her options are. Like, she cannot continue to live like this. This man treating her any old type of way. So, like, can he come after her money since they don't have a prenup? Can he sue her for custody because this is his child? Now, she doesn't want to, like, just rip Brooklyn away from Mark. Like, she wants Brooklyn to have her daddy in her life. It's just that she's had Brooklyn this whole time, and he has never spent a full night with just him and Brooklyn. It's always when they go visit him or he comes to visit there, they're all in the hotel room together. It's never, you know, she at a hotel and he's at his house with Brooklyn. So no, we all together. But I was glad that, like, once the cameras left, that the lawyer was basically told her, look here, girl, what's going on here? Because this is not the Kenya I know. You basically, I'm paraphrasing, you are a shell of a woman. I don't know what this man has done to you, but I'm going to need the old Kenya back. And I was like, oh, I understand, yes. Now, Riley, she is on her way to college. She's going to NYU. And Candy is telling her, you know, it's going to be expensive. And she was like, well, you paid for my high school? She was like, yeah, high school and college, especially NYU, there's two different doggone expenses we talking about. So, yeah, it's going to be expensive sending you to NYU and you going to law school. Yeah, but Riley's like, I don't know why my dad can't do that. He hasn't done anything else. And I guess this is going to be Candy's storyline because, you know, what was his name? Block? I think that's what his name is. He is like $100,000 behind in child support. And then he has the nerve to call Candy broke because she will her child support. It's like, Candy is far from broke, sir. Far from it. But you running around here in Bentleys and you owe $100,000 in child support. And it's not like he not taking care of any of his kids. He's just not taking care of Riley. Now, I don't know if this is because, you know, Candy, you got money, so why do you need my child support? Or it is I just don't want to pay child support for Riley. I don't really know the situation, but I am glad she does have Todd there for her. Like, as a father figure, since her biological father don't want to do right in her life. He was over a few years ago, you know, trying to form some relationship with Riley, but I guess he thought he was just going to pop up and she's just going to be welcome him with open arms when she's had repeatedly time after time he going to come pick her up and then he doesn't pick her up. So she has her guard up, and I completely understand why I said, but I guess he's mad because, like, she ain't welcome him with open arms. It's like, you showed in the past that I shouldn't welcome you with open arms. We show Portia, she's in, I want to say Louisville, protesting for Breonna Taylor. Now, let me just say this. It was messed up, the whole situation with Breonna Taylor, as well as George Floyd. I'm going to get to George in a minute. Just imagine you in your house, it's nighttime, and you hear somebody bust through your door. Your automatic reaction is going to be, somebody's breaking in to steal from me or to harm me, so therefore I need to protect myself. The police had a no knock warrant, meaning they can just bust in your door at any time. Now, this is the middle of the night, so of course I'm nervous, I'm scared, I don't know what's going on. Her boyfriend, his immediate reaction is, I need to protect myself and I need to protect her. Unfortunately, him trying to protect himself and her, the police end up shooting back because they were told that drugs were sent to this location. Even all evidence and, you know, statements provided, like, no, we told y'all there was no drugs sent here. We have this no-knock warrant. The Postal Service, like, no, she hasn't been getting any suspicious activity, yet they still went there. And the officer involved, he wasn't charged for her death. He was charged for shooting and endangering the people in the building next door. So essentially he was charged with shooting at the wall. Yes, and she was a first responder working through the pandemic, and then to add insult to injury, they tried to go to her ex-boyfriend and try to make a deal with him while he was in jail. Oh, we'll do A, B, C, and D with you if you say that she was out here, you know, selling and doing drugs. So now you want to tarnish this young lady's reputation because y'all messed up. And I don't believe this is the first time it's happened. I saw a clip, heard a clip of a woman. There was a no-knock warrant at her house. She had her gun and I believe she had a weapon, and she got on the phone with 911 like, hey, somebody is breaking into my house, A, B, C, and D, and then they finally yelled out, this is the sheriff's office, but you hear the whole, her calling 911, saying A, B, C, and D, and it's just like, it's messed up. And as far as George Floyd, I refuse to watch or listen to that. I do not want to hear this man crying out for help. Like, and what makes you think laying on somebody's neck for that amount of time was a good idea? But Portia, she was out protesting, and she ended up spending 13 hours in jail. And she's doing this for her daughter. She's doing this for Breonna Taylor. She's doing this because this is the right thing to do. She's not doing this for clout or anything else. And I know I haven't been talking about this because, like, thinking about it gets me all in my feelings, and I really don't want to be all in my feelings, even though I should be all in my feelings, because this is something tragic that has happened to two people, and it just shouldn't have happened. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free $3.99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. Now, this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.